Welcome to the Speculation Locomotive.
On this program, I explore the societal impacts of emerging technologies such as AI, robotics, renewable energy, and more. I'm your host, Wayne Presby, a lawyer, serial entrepreneur, and preservationist with over 40 years of experience. I've devoted my life to renovating and preserving two of the most iconic landmarks in New England's White Mountains, including the historic Mount Washington Hotel and the Mount Washington Cog Railway, the world's first mountain climbing train, completed in 1869. The Cog Railway climbs Mount Washington, the highest peak in the Northeast, renowned as having the worst weather in the world. At the Cog Railway, my team and I design and build our own locomotives, passenger coaches, and track components entirely in-house, while fostering a culture of innovation and working in some of the most unpredictable weather in the world. Here on this podcast, I use my analytical skills and experience to address the challenges of tomorrow. I am constantly thinking about the incredible nexus of technologies developing around us. Like so many of you, I can see the great promise of artificial intelligence and humanoid robotics. But I'm also mindful of the dangers that these technologies pose to our existence. However, today I want to focus on the promises of these technologies and talk about how we might address the labor disruptions these technologies pose. The loss of jobs to humanoid robots makes the prospect of taking jobs away from millions of people a very real scenario. One solution to this problem has emerged, and it is known as Universal Basic Income, or UBI. UBI is a program which would guarantee every citizen a monthly payment to provide them with a living wage. The rapid advancement of robotics and artificial intelligence is reshaping economies worldwide. Automation offers the potential for incredible productivity and efficiency gains, but threatens millions of jobs, exacerbating income inequality. And many of us are concerned about losing our jobs. If we set aside the very real potential for Armageddon caused by these new technologies, and look solely at the positive aspects of this industrial revolution, I suggest that we should rapidly embrace these new technologies, not shun them. And as a result, universal basic income emerges as a solution to the challenges of these new technologies, providing financial security and simplifying government assistance programs. This discussion evaluates the feasibility of implementing a program of UBI in the United States, providing every working age citizen and all those currently receiving Social Security a universal basic income payment of $39,000 per year. The average Social Security recipient currently receives $20,000 per year. At first glance, this probably seems unrealistic, as it did to me when I first did these calculations. However, if we were to fully adopt the use of humanoid robots and artificial intelligence in every aspect of our lives, the capital generated by automation-driven savings, enhanced corporate tax revenues, and government efficiencies makes an annual UBI payment of this magnitude entirely possible and could provide us with an additional $1 trillion to help pay down the national debt. To establish a system of UBI at these levels, we must first calculate the number of people in the U.S. entitled to receive UBI and ultimately what the program would cost. The U.S. labor force consists of approximately 166 million individuals. Additionally, 70 million individuals receive Social Security benefits, including retirees and disabled workers, all of who should be eligible for universal basic income. However, not all individuals will require or should qualify for full UBI payments. Some exclusions might include high earners, individuals with substantial income from investments, or who own successful businesses should not be eligible for a UBI payment. Approximately 10% of the workforce, or 16.6 million individuals, fall into this category and should be excluded from receiving UBI because the replacement of human labor with robotic labor will only further enhance their wealth. Their businesses will become more profitable, and their investments will increase in value. Also, I propose that individuals who choose to keep working should receive reduced UBI payments based on the income they receive from their continued employment. For purposes of this discussion, I have estimated that approximately 30% of the existing workforce, or 50 million individuals, will continue to work, and they will probably make more money than they do now at new jobs supervising and maintaining robotic and AI systems. After applying these adjustments, the updated eligible population for UBI is 220 million individuals. To achieve the goal of paying every individual $39,000, Social Security benefits need to be adjusted, increasing them from an average of $20,000 annually. The total cost of this proposed program is $5.684 trillion annually. This is, I admit, a very large number, but I believe it's achievable. The UBI costs can be funded primarily through enhanced corporate tax revenues, the eradication of social safety nets, unemployment payments, and administrative efficiencies gained from the replacement of most of our government workers, as well as numerous other savings. If we adopt the full use of humanoid robotics and AI in every aspect of our current lives, we will realize the following savings and new sources of revenue. Enhanced corporate profits from labor cost savings due to automation result in $7.98 trillion in new taxable profits annually. This will generate $1.995 trillion in new corporate tax revenue at a 25% tax rate. Replacing and consolidating welfare programs saves $1.838 trillion annually and will no longer be needed since every citizen of working age will be receiving a UBI payment. By eliminating unemployment insurance and payments, the federal and state governments save $988 billion annually. Unemployment insurance and payments will not be needed under a UBI program. Automating 75% of government jobs saves $1.482 trillion annually. This will result in massive government efficiencies and will speed up all government processes. Automation reduces administrative costs in Medicare and Medicaid by 50 to 60 billion annually and improves hospital efficiency. Total estimated savings, 112 to 168 billion annually. Transitioning to renewables reduces energy costs by 25 to 50%, saving 21.5 to 43 billion annually. Implementing smart grid technologies and AI-driven energy management optimizes energy usage, adding an additional 5 to 10 billion in savings. Therefore, the total energy savings, 26.5 to 53 billion annually. Automating the collection and recycling processes saves 25 to 40 billion annually through labor cost reductions and increased revenue from recyclable material. There is also the possibility of replacing human soldiers with autonomous systems, which would generate personnel-related savings of 160 to 180 billion annually, with an additional 20 billion from operational efficiencies. Total estimated savings, 180 to 200 billion annually. Although I am not sure we should implement these savings for other reasons. I believe there are many more savings to be realized, but these represent some of the most obvious. Using my calculation of the cost of this UBI program, full and complete adoption of these new technologies will easily fund the UBI program and provides a significant funding surplus, ensuring financial sustainability. The implementation of a universal basic income of $39,000 annually and the full adoption of these new technologies has another benefit. The adoption of these new technologies may bring about what is described as the age of abundance. This era is characterized by drastic reductions in production costs, resulting in lower prices for goods and services and a higher standard of living for all citizens. The impact of this shift includes lower costs of living. Automation replaces human labor in industries such as manufacturing, agriculture, energy production, and logistics. This reduces costs at every stage of production and distribution, translating into lower consumer prices for essentials like food, energy, and healthcare. This results in enhanced purchasing power. With prices decreasing across the board, the $39,000 UBI payment stretches significantly further than it would in today's economy. Automation and AI-driven efficiencies are estimated to reduce the cost of goods and services by 30 to 50%, with an average reduction of 40%. This translates to a 67% increase in purchasing power. In real terms, the $39,000 UBI would equate to approximately $65,000 annually in today's dollars, providing a higher standard of living than many enjoy today. Freed from the constraints of financial insecurity, new opportunities will arise. Individuals can focus on creative pursuits, entrepreneurship, education, and community engagement. This shift promotes societal well-being and fosters innovation, laying the groundwork for a thriving, inclusive economy. In conclusion, this analysis demonstrates that universal basic income can be implemented sustainably through improved corporate tax revenues and automation-driven savings. By setting the payment level at $39,000 annually per recipient, the program aligns with available funding and creates a foundation for economic stability. In the age of abundance, this payment gains additional value as the cost of goods and services declines, enhancing the purchasing power of every recipient. UBI ensures that all citizens benefit from automation, providing financial security and simplifying government programs in the age of robotics. I want to thank you for listening to the Speculation Locomotive. I'm Wayne Presby, your host, and an entrepreneur with a passion for preserving history and speculating about the future. From the breathtaking White Mountains of New Hampshire to the cutting-edge ideas driving societal change, I'm here to explore solutions to problems we're facing or will face. If you enjoyed this discussion, please subscribe, share the podcast, and join me next time as we continue charting a course through the uncharted territory of the future.